It is not. That's a hit. Oof. And we're going first for the 6th time. Genetic Apex introduced 8 supporters, 1 for each Kanto Gym Leader, and I began to wonder if it would be possible to recreate their teams in Pokémon Pocket, which led to the question, if so, who would have the best deck? Only one way to find out, so stay tuned for this episode of the Gym Leader Challenge. What's good, YouTube? Men of Steel here, and welcome to episode 3 of the Pokémon Pocket Gym Leader Challenge. Today we have Major Bow himself, Lieutenant Surge. And to acknowledge the elephant in the room, as you can see in the list down below, I am currently not playing Pikachu EX in this Surge build, mainly because I think it would detract too much from the challenge itself. I wanted to focus on the fact that Lieutenant Surge, not only in his support card, but in his teams in Pokemon, outside of Pokemon Yellow where he just has the Raichu, he has the spread of the 4 that we see here, and I kind of wanted to implement all of that. With that said, I feel like this list is still very promising. It's actually seen a similar list, actually seen results in tournaments. So hopefully Surge does well. There's only one way to find out, by going straight into the games, and above all else, stay pro. All right, officially going second in our first game. So let's see how it goes. We are against grass, so I don't know how much. 1 second, so we get to hit. So I think I'm gonna put Pikachu up front. And we'll leave it at that, just to see what they're up to, right? We are playing XP and stuff like that, that's why I'm doing this. Otherwise, I guess the correct play would have been to build up a Raichu. Leave Pikachu in the back. Although we do struggle with Execute. Well, not Execute, obviously. The Executor EX. If we could see Magnemite here, we're cooking. There's a Surge. Unfortunately not Magnemite, but so I'm not gonna keep a tracker for this one, but currently the genetic Apex Pikachu would have been dealing more damage than this one. My thought process behind choosing this one is just how many basic Pokemon we're playing, but yeah, X speed here would put us in a tough spot. Just a turn too late, huh? If we go Magnemite, if we retreat 1, go 2. You could also put the Raichu out already. We hit for 140, so Celebi can't survive, so I don't believe this is the correct play, but we could retreat. If we retreat, we go down to 1 energy. Next turn we have 2, 3, we could Surge a 3rd. And just risk the Electabuzz. The punish here is a Sabrina, which most Celebi lists have dropped. But then it's also such a staple card that I wouldn't be surprised if they are playing it regardless. Yeah, due to Superior is why I bounced the Raichu out of there, so we're just hoping that he doesn't have Sabrina. Oof. I saw the card float from his hand and I I got nervous. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, so we know his hands are basic and an unknown. Here we actually want him to knock out the Electabuzz. Yeah. Okay, there's a new win condition unlocked depending on what we see here. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Granted, we're gonna have to, like, we're gonna need to see our second surge. But we'll worry about that when it happens, right? We just gotta take our knockouts while we can. We clearly don't have the power to beat this Executor with just one Raichu, so hopefully we see the surge. He went straight for Celebi, okay. So if we see surge, we actually win. If we don't see surge, we're definitely in trouble. Giovanni's out there, it doesn't fix any numbers whatsoever. Like, he still needs 2 heads here, so an 0-4 would be amazing. Okay, that's fine. We're not on potions, so regardless, again, the Geo did not change any numbers. A surge here wins us the game. This isn't too bad either. Let's go Voltorb here, Magneton here. I guess our best bet is this Voltorb. Or I guess I could have. I guess another play. I already committed to this one. Would have been retreating Raichu. Retreating Raichu and like putting out the Voltorb. This is just showing that he has Geos, I guess. I don't know what that's about. And if he goes 0 for 4, that'd be insane. Okay, well, he got the knockout. Realistically, what's our win condition here? I believe it's gonna be like evolving Voltorb and then hoping for the best, really. We're gonna need him to miss a whole bunch of coin flips. But he probably has like Erica and stuff. Oh, Double Geo is interesting. X speed late as ever. If he has no healing and goes 1 for 6, then we have a win condition. Does he have the Erica? Is that why he was throwing out Geos left and right? No healing, so 1 for 6 and we win this. There's a chance. Come on, come on, come on. Just 0 for 5 now. 0 for. So close, man. If only Electro was just that much bulkier. We could definitely play better, which we're gonna need to if we want to see Surge do better in this challenge, honestly. Alright, 1 second. We got the rematch on grass, I guess. We'll start like this. Magnemite's always going to be in the back line because although Thunder Spear isn't the best attack against grass, we kind of need hold Magnemite just to build up energy for Surge. Oh, technically that is the target for Electabuzz. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna thin out the deck like significantly. I think this is a guaranteed. Well, it could be Electabuzz, but yeah, it was a higher chance of being Pikachu. Let's see what we draw here. Hopefully, some evolutions. X speed, another research. Well, it could eventually lead to one. Let's do this, and kind of depends on like what happens, right? Whether we could start building a Voltorb, X speed into him, but the Voltorb's only a 1-of in our list currently. I guess we just set up the Thunder Spear. Not ideal, but there's no guarantees that we're gonna draw any of our evolutions next turn. So an X speed and he starts swimming with that. Let's see how that goes. Sabrina, okay. What do we give him? Can we just go Voltorb here? You get the Raichu. Let's go research. Okay, so actually charging the Voltorb would have been a little bit better. We don't have Surge yet. This is a free switch in. Volt charge there. I think the best play is to just hit with Electabuzz so that we put Executor in range of Thunderbolt. We are basically 3/4 of our way through the deck, so hopefully no Erica. Potion we could get past. Yeah, the Erica. So I guess we just want Tails now. For him not to get the knockout is basically the idea. That's best case scenario, so we'll take it. Still no Surge, so I guess we'll start building up Raichu manually. Electabuzz is guaranteed to be wrecked next turn. But again, with no Erica, we're a Surge away from beating him there. Let's go Thunder Spear again. We do guarantee lose Electabuzz though. The good thing is we could put in Electrode and be able to retreat for free. Granted, we have X speed anyways. So we have 2 Surges in the deck, 6 cards left. Okay, so no Erica, and 1 potion isn't enough to save this Executor. Druddigon is not something I've seen in Celebi. Alright, so mathematically, high chances of seeing the card we need right now. It's not like mathematically we could still. There's more chances we miss than we don't, but you know. Come on, Surge. I feel like every time I ask for like a card like that, I never get it. We could throw Magnemite in to protect these two. At least next turn we don't need Surge anymore. Like we could hold Surge to do back-to-back Thunderbolts. The only issue is that the Celebi is exponentially growing. Okay, so Druddigon and Snivy and Egg and Celebi. People nowadays be throwing everything. Granted, look at me with this guy's entire team on my board. Granted, we're missing Electabuzz because he already went down, but it's huge that he didn't get the knockout there. There's the Surge that we don't need, but we do need it for next turn, so that's huge. Yeah, we'll just straight up retreat to Raichu. This doesn't really matter, but it does give us the option to attack with it. And we'll Thunderbolt, and then basically if he doesn't go 2 for 3 next turn with the Celebi, we win. And if he goes 2 for 3, then we lost. Like, unfortunately, this Surge list is very low ceiling. And I mean, not low ceiling, low bulk. It's everything is very squishy. So we gotta hope for a 1 for 3, 0 for 3. Just not 2 coin flips going heads. Come on. You see 2 tails minimum. That's a good start. Let's go. We got the revenge. We're able to come back and beat Celebi now. Hopefully we start dodging these Celebis, because GG's to our opponent though. That we weren't completely lost if he had gotten the heads, but we didn't have the damage output to keep up with the amount of coin flips he was about to send our way, so we'll take it. Alright, we get to go second. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, ideally I want to say it's a good thing. But there's no guarantees to what's what, right? We do have a really good hand in terms of we should be able to see everything we need. Okay, this is an interesting like toolbox psychic deck there. Whether it's a Pokeball or research first. I'm gonna research first because we do want to see Pikachu, Raichu, and we also want to see Magnemite. I guess at this point we want to see Voltorb actually, but there's Pikachu. And then we'll set up Electabuzz and we'll poke at whichever one he doesn't evolve. Yeah, like I have to respect that that's probably going to turn into a Gardevoir. And regardless, the bigger threat is Gengar in this deck. So we'll go for Ghastly. Even if it evolves, it can't really do much. Okay. Well, I guess the Raichu's a good one. Especially with X speed in the hand. We'll go Electabuzz just to control what's on the board. We could really use a Magnemite though, I'll be honest. Yeah, so Thunder Spear, we'll start shooting back here. That has to be, well currently, as we've seen, that's the biggest threat in the deck. Outside of like him playing like, I don't know, Mew or a Mewtwo. Our biggest fear is that Ghastly going to Gengar. You see, like right now, if he doesn't have a potion, that Haunter is ours. 3 cards in hand. Is any of them potion? The delay makes me feel like 100% there isn't a potion coming, so yeah, so we get our knockout even if it means sacrificing Electabuzz here. I'm honestly hoping this is Magnemite. Okay. There was like a 30% chance it was another Pikachu. Okay, so thanks to Magnemite, we're gonna be able to charge up this Raichu even though Electabuzz is gone, like for sure gone next turn. So let's just take our knockout back here. He's gonna swap into Gardevoir, knock out Electabuzz, and then we Magneton, Volt Charge, Surge, knockout. So yeah. This deck is honestly really good, and again, we lost to that first Celebi, but I want to say it was my fault. Like it was because of me playing it wrong. Like I really think that was winnable. Granted, I won't know for sure until I look back at the footage, like while editing. Yeah, no, this combo, I know it's like a little slow, and Raichu basically, like competitively, I can see why this deck isn't a thing, but Well, clearly it's a thing. I mean, it's not like top tier. But the synergy's there. Like, they were cooking when they made these cards. Now we are at the mercy of either another Surge or building up some form of attacker, because this Raichu is going to take a while. Granted, his board currently can only deal... He would need 10 turns to beat us currently, so... We should be fine. Let's see how it goes here. Voltorb is huge. It's probably the attacker we want to build up, right? We always do this. Actually, realistically, how much damage could he do? We go 1 energy on Raichu. He evolves into Kirlia. He still can't attack with it. He puts 1 energy on it. So we would be at 80 and 70. I think we do get to our swing before he could actually deal lethal. But I think building up Voltorb is probably better. Well, X speed next turn. Maybe that's incorrect. Y'all will let me know. Regardless, we're just a surge away from winning because of... Like, Magneton's gonna be building up every turn. And there's only 4 cards left in the deck, right? Okay. He only has 1 card left. So out of his 5 cards, or 6 cards if you include the one in his deck, it's a Haunter, 2 Gengars. So half his cards are not doing much. Then there's a Gardevoir as the 4th card. So there's 2 cards that we're not fully aware of. Go here. Let's get Raichu out the way. I guess one way if we take too long, he'd be able to set up Gengar that doesn't let us use support cards, but I don't think he'll get there fast enough. Like, unless Surge is the last card in the deck, but even then we're dealing way too much damage. And from this turn on, we just start building up Raichu organically, or naturally, or whatever. He has to get Sigalith out of the way, so... That's another win condition, is just building up Electabuzz. Which is probably what I'll go for. Because once he builds up Surge, this Raichu doesn't do anything in the sense that it can't even knock out the Gengar in one shot. So, assuming he's on EX Gengar, right? I'm running out of things to say if I'm being honest. This guy is taking his sweet time, delaying the inevitable, really. If we see Surge, we win next turn. If we don't see Surge, we win the following. There's X speed, so we just win the following turn. Building this guy up. No reason not to do this. And just dealing as much damage as possible. I do wonder what that unknown card is, because he's not played a support outside of research. And we know his hand's double Gengar and a blank card. There goes Electrode. And Electabuzz, which is a really good card, like in yeah, GG's to our opponent. Electabuzz is really good in the meta, so it's not gonna be any less good in this challenge. Alright, going second. Against Grass. And could have been a lot better, if we're being honest to ourselves, but nothing we can't figure out maybe. I don't know, it depends. This is our third Celebi, by the way, in 5 games. No, this is our 4th game. 3 or 4 in watching and seeing Celebis. Okay, so that's pretty good. Hopefully we see a Pokemon, like a bench Pokemon that we could back into. Yep. Okay, this is probably perfect. Go Electabuzz, Pikachu. He can't swing next turn, so I kind of want to like poke with the Magnemite. Granted, that's like almost like a wasted energy. We could just feed the Electabuzz, and it'll be the same amount, right? If we just feed Electabuzz. Yeah, let's do this and hold off. He can't attack next turn, and if we see Surge, we knock out Celebi immediately, which is huge. Come on, Lieutenant Surge. Oof. This is exactly what we needed. Almost messed that up. Let's go X speed. As far as how we beat the second Celebi, we'll figure it out once we get there, you know, one thing at a time. Oh, well, if he just concedes, we'll take it. we had no way of actually knocking out the second Celebi, but man, that was picture perfect. Everything about Surge working in like together. All right, going first. What might be the first time in this recording. Also, in unison was the word I was looking for in that at the end of that last game. We have advantage here. Okay, we don't have the Geo. Like we can't play Geo, so we can't just like one shot this Pidgey right now. But we will be able to apply a good amount of pressure to the point where I don't even know if we want to evolve really. If we evolve, I guess it's worth evolving because we get to one-shot Pidgeotto if it comes out. So we'll go straight to 2 energy, and then next turn go to 4. So yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. He has Dark, so this is probably Pidgeot with Wheezing. But I guess we'll see it as he's thinned the deck out quite a bit. Hopefully no Pidgeotto. Okay, good, perfect. Okay. More than ideal, honestly. Electabuzz is actually really good too. With Surge, can we make it happen? If we go here, give an energy. Yeah, I think Surge knocks out Pidgey right here. Let's do that. They're an energy behind, and we're just applying way too much pressure. Let's retreat here. Oof, Major Bob, let's go. And if we attack the back line, it wouldn't get the weakness, but since Pidgey's in the front, it does count, regardless if it's a spread move or not. That goes for him only. No, him only has to hit the bench. That goes for who am I thinking of? I'm blanking out now. Damn. Oh, Substriker, there you go. I'm like, what Pokemon is able to do it? Like, okay, so he can't evolve here, which is good. He could, however, build up a Weezing, which is not good, but we have options here. Another Surge is decent. It's not gonna, currently doesn't do anything because we don't have a Pikachu, which would be very well used right now. We could hit Coughing for damage, but I don't think that's the main idea. Because if we hit Coughing, he goes down to 30. He evolves to 120. That puts him at 70. Like, we can't deal enough damage. if we just start shooting the Pidgey in the back, next turn the most he could do, unless if he has Geo, he knocks us out. That's like not much we could do about that. Let's just go for this Pidgey in the back. This is where it hurts that we're limiting ourselves to this challenge. Like this is where the challenge shines, I guess, because we don't have Geo to hit numbers otherwise that we would have had otherwise. We can't have Sabrina to bring stuff off in the back. There's a whole lot of cards that leave to like bounce Magneton, even though in this deck it doesn't really come up. We're just hoping he doesn't have the Geo, so that we could take out this Pidgey. Okay, no Geo, so we're doing good. We are gonna lose the Electabuzz, but actually that's kind of risky, right? I almost want to like save Electabuzz, because we take the point, but then we're gonna lose 1 point. Then this Magneton gets really close to losing, and we just don't have. If we only had a Pikachu or something, we guarantee this win. It's so frustrating. Like, I don't know if hurting this Pidgey matters that much. I think we're better off like backing up. Yeah, let's do this. I might regret it. He might just have Sabrina and it all goes away. This forces some kind of Koga play. We could always bounce the Magneton back. Like we just need to buy time more than anything. Because we do have, if we draw Pikachu, we like basically auto win. He gave us the Weezing. Okay, this Voltorb is huge as well. We're gonna have to spend the Magneton. Yeah, 'cause I think it's too important to knock out this the Weezing. So no need to Volt Charge. Yeah, we have to take this knockout because even if he evolves Pidgey, it's a Pidgeotto that has 80 HP, so it'd be still at 40, I think. Yeah, no, I think we have him in checkmate here. Because if the Pidgey doesn't evolve and he sends it to the backline, Electabuzz shoots it. If he leaves it up there, Voltorb, like Electro, just knocks it out. So yeah, I was a little frustrated there because I was just like, there was so many lines that just auto won us the game, but we won't even waste his time. We'll just attack with the Voltorb. The Surge run continues. And that is GG. Big fan of his deck. Currently, clearly it didn't work out for him, but those are two of my favorite Pokemon from Genetic Apex. Alright, we got Tails, so we're going second. Against Fighting, that's unfortunate because of the typing disadvantage to us, but this hand is decent. We gotta think that they are going first. So they'll be able to hit Electabuzz, but I'm gonna start with just Electabuzz. Because if it's a him only, yeah, I'd rather him just sit there doing nothing. This will not be easy. This is a direct counter to our deck. And like I said, the way, since we're not playing Pikachu EX, granted, I don't think it would help much in this matchup. We are a literal, like, marshmallow. Like, nothing in our deck has more than 100 HP, I think. I almost like want to put like a Pikachu down to like bait some kind of play here, but I think our priority is getting him only out of the way, and then we'll start like developing something. Okay, so here he's gonna try to build up Marshadow, and we're just going straight for it. We don't care. Leaf? Okay, that's interesting, mainly because Electabuzz does not care where his board is. Unlike Hitmonlee that can only attack the front. I think now with Magneton, it's worth putting everything out. Is it? Hold up. We don't even have Surge. I think we wait one more turn. Yeah, we're not in the clear. Our situation isn't perfect, especially with the healing there. Regardless, he was gonna heal wherever we went, so. Giovanni, what's the math there? He gets the knockout there, right? Yeah, 60-70. Yep, no, we lost. I got too greedy with the playing defensive. I didn't play around Giovanni. That's on me. Alright, we gotta lock in. We're going second. And this time it's against Fire. Yeah, I gotta lock in because that was definitely winnable. And I completely punted that one. It was gonna be a tough matchup regardless, but I basically gave it away. Oof. Okay, this is great. The Electabuzz is great here. Going second is also great. Now, I wonder if he's on like Flareon or if he's on Vaporeon or he's on that list that runs either or. That's also good because of the Surge, but go research. Pokeball, Raichu. Okay, so clearly we want this to be Pikachu, but other Magnemite will do, I guess. I think we'll pass there. So what's the line? Yeah, he might start building Drotagon, which is understandable. Well, second chance at Pikachu. Let's go Pokeball first, because the chances of it being Pikachu are really high. It's like 67%. Okay, never mind. Actually, no, it was 50-50. I forgot about the second Electabuzz. Yeah, I should have done research first, I guess, given that math. But we got the Magneton, so give and take here. Given that he's not building up anything else, I think it might be worth. I will go Volt Charge here. We researched, so we can't really I think it's worth going for this Drotagon. But at the same time, not really, because we're one Pikachu away from just knocking it out. So I'm gonna go for Proki, because if he doesn't have a potion, it goes out next turn. And realistically, once we see Pikachu, Surge Raichu is just a blowout, so. And it looks like he's giving us the Froakie, so we'll take it. There's another Surge. We'll definitely evolve Electrode here. Maybe I misplayed, since we haven't seen the Pikachu. I think I'll take my knockout that I can. The only issue is that now we're like too slow. And we're really at the mercy of seeing a Pikachu next turn. But if we do see Pikachu next turn, we're set, I think. We can't build up anything fast enough. There was probably way better ways of playing this, but again. All hope is not lost just yet. Now he really has to consider whether he takes out down this Electrode, because he, on paper, he doesn't have anything built up, so. Pikachu did abandon us this last game, I'm not gonna lie though. We were 5 cards left in, excuse me, my bad. 5 cards left and 2 of them are that. And he could back out into the other Jordagon and stall, but then out of the 5 cards that I have left, we have the Electabuzz, which outs this Jordagon. It looks like he's staying in with the Jordagon. Okay, so all we really need to see is a Pikachu next turn. If we see Pikachu next turn, we win. There it is. Okay, let's go Volt Charge here. Volt Charge down here. Speed Magnets on here. Take the knockout. Realistically, I guess we do lose if he just goes EV and flips 3 heads. That is a way that we lose. But that's the only way we lose. So let's see if he goes for it. It doesn't seem like it. Okay, yeah, GG's. This was closer than it should have been. I think I got too greedy and too like, what's the word? I don't know. Basically, I honed in on the idea of like, there's definitely a word for it, right? You guys could comment down whether, like, clearly it's too late by that time, but yeah, let's just go Raichu here. Retreat into Pikachu. I mean, retreat into the Raichu. We'll go Surge. I'm not even gonna do the whole Magneton stuff. Let's just take the W. So yeah. I guess it's not blindside. I don't know. Point is, luckily we got the W. All right, going second once again, and we're aiming for like the best record so far in the series. If we get the W here, we are currently sitting at 5-2. Electabuzz has been MVP. Granted, in this format, anything that strikes the backline is so clutch, so strong. Automatically sees like it's not relative. It becomes playable solely off the fact that, like, once they play Jordagon, they're stuck doing like building up while you're just like sniping whatever's in the back. Let's go Pokeball here. There's no other like better play right now. Oh. That'll come clutch eventually. Alright, so next turn we start applying pressure, and I guess it's a matter of like where we want to send it. Whether we want to go Pidgey or the Jigglypuff. I guess seeing that he's already on Pidgeotto. We'll start applying pressure there because Pidgeot EX truly, not only does it like counter our deck in the sense of we want a large bench. Although he's not building up for it, huh? I almost want to leave this spot open for if we see the Voltorb instead of Pikachu, even though Raichu is like our main win condition. I don't see him building up anything fast enough. So let's go for... Is that Wigglypuff without energy isn't doing nothing against us, so... This forces him to evolve into Pidgeot. As well as, if it's a Pidgeot EX, it's going to give us 2 points instead of 1. He does have the Jordagon line set up though. Like he will confirm swing with Jordagon next turn, which is out the Electabuzz. Okay, so he's on this Pidgeot, which is going to start throwing our stuff all around. We'll give him Electabuzz here. The good thing is, if we see... Yeah, I was like, if we see Raichu... I guess that's where I got... that was the punish. Okay, so gotta think of... If we had Magneton, there would be a different play here. Yeah, we just gotta sacrifice this Electabuzz. Granted, he will use Drive Off, in which case we give him Magnemite. I don't want to use the X speed, even though like I would kind of like want to X-Speed, send Electabuzz back, forcing him to, making him think that I want to protect the Electabuzz. And drive off, and that way we keep the Magnemite, but that's too many layers and none of it really matters. Oof, he got greedy. He got greedy. We take that. He didn't value the Magnemite for whatever reason. We take it, man. That's all we needed really to go our way. We can start building this up. Alright. He could have had a knockout. Now he's just not significantly behind because we don't have a way of like punishing it immediately. But we're in a pretty good spot. Oof, and he decides to go with Pidgeot up front. Okay. Again, we don't have an inherent way of punishing this. Okay, let's see here. Another Raichu does not do anything for us. We actually might end up losing this one, huh? If he has a Geo, he knocks out Raichu and we're just starts going downhill really fast. Oh, there's not much. We don't have much of a option on what to do though. Ocean, we don't care. We care for Geo exclusively. And there it is. Ooh, Polar and everything. What would be the line to win this game? Granted, we are aware that he has drive off, so he gets to pick off whatever he wants from our side. I almost want to send out Magnemite, because the win condition for sure is Surge on the Raichu. Electrode hits for 90. This is gonna hit for 40. We don't have the energy currently to successfully do this, but we are a surge away from being able to do it. So again, we have to just go for it. This is not how I wanted to lose. This is a very winnable matchup. It's just now Wigglytuff is like set up. Granted, Wigglytuff it basically one-shots everything we have. Is the unfortunate part. We'll send out Voltorb because we could bounce it back, but now he one-shots everything with the Wigglytuff. You just don't have it. And now Magneton shows up. Rough game. There was worlds where it was winnable. It looked winnable at the beginning, but it is what it is. Still good showing for Surge. I honestly did let the deck down more than he let us down. I'm gonna stop holding this guy hostage. We'll give him the W. GG's to our opponent.